Hi everyone! I come to you today with a money tip on filling out the FAFSA. As we know, on October 1st, this form became available for any parents that are sending their kids to college. So I wanted to give you some 5 fast facts about the FAFSA. They're really fun. All jokes aside, it's a really intricate document, as many of you know. Part of it is intuitive, part of it is not intuitive at all. So I just wanted to get some things on your radar. The first thing that I always like to point out is to think about your submission date very wisely, because the data goes back to the prior year. So what that means is it counts your income from 2019 and 2020, but it counts your assets as of the day that you submitted the form. So this presents some planning opportunities. You're going to want to think about when your payday comes, whether you have a big bonus down the pipeline, because ideally we want to get the form in as soon as possible, but it's definitely worth thinking about what your total amount of assets are on the day that you submit. My second tip is to think about the contributions that you make to your retirement account. Those are actually included as income when you fill out the FAFSA. But ironically, on the asset side, that 401k or the 403b that you have, it's excluded. It's not considered an asset, your retirement account, but the income that you plan to defer or you have deferred toward your retirement is very much included in your income. My third tip is that personal debt is not included in the calculation at all. So if possible, consider using assets to pay down the debt, especially if you're eligible for need-based aid. Now that won't be available for everyone, but it's worth thinking about the fact that if you're carrying a lot of credit card debt or personal debt, unfortunately the FAFSA is not going to include that in their calculation. Now here's the thing, there are lots of planning opportunities, but I want you to be aware of spending a ton of time trying to figure out how to restructure assets and minimize your EFC, that's your expected family contribution, only to learn that your child's top school, maybe they don't even meet full need, or maybe they meet full need, but their student aid starts with the student loan package. So there's a really detailed topic to be thinking about how we're going to fund our kids' education. So make sure that you're seeing all the pieces and you don't just put a ton of hours into trying to restructure these assets. Now, parent income on the form, this is tip number 5. Parent income counts as high as 47%. Income earned in a child's name counts at 50% no matter what. There are income protection allowances. So these amounts vary based off of how many people are in your household and how many students you have in college. And ultimately, any income above these allowances, it's assumed that that's your discretionary dollars, even though that may not be the case. So assume that's your discretionary dollars, and that's what's going to count toward your EFC, your expected family contribution. Now, a lot of parents hear that 50% of my child's income is going to be included. Maybe they shouldn't get a summer job, but I'm here to let you know, good news, your little youngster can actually end up earning about a little bit shy of $7,000 is their personal income allowance or income protection allowance before any dollar after that starts counting towards their college process, right? So if they're going to make less than that 7,000, then none of the income that they've earned will be used in the process. So I hope today has been helpful to you, maybe a little bit enlightening. Feel free to pass this on to anyone that you think can benefit from it. And as always, we're here at Main Street, happy to answer any questions you have. Bye-bye.